Alright, good day everyone. In this video we're going to take a look at two examples about theory A and B of chapter 6.1. The first example I'm going to do is exercise 3, which is about calculating with percentage increases, and the second example is going to be example 10, which is all about percentage decreases. So let's first take a look at exercise 3, and it's quite a straightforward exercise. The exercise states, for each case calculate the new amount. Do not round your answer. So at 3a, an amount of 85 increases by 21%. So you could say alt is 85. So now we have to know our factor right here, which we have to multiply times the alt to get the new amount. In this case, it increases by 21%. And to convert this to a factor, you have to divide 21 by 100, which gives us 0.21, and then just add 1, which gives us 1.21. Again, as you can see, I'm using a comma. Please use points when using English notation. If we're going to take a look at our calculation, in this case, it's going to be 1.21, which is going to be our factor, times the old price, which is stated to be 85. And this is going to be exactly, because they state that you do not round your answer. And please use your calculator for this part. It's going to give us 102.85. Those two intermediate steps that I've done right here, you don't have to write down. You can do them mentally if you want so. So if we're going to take a look at exercise 3b, they're going to give us an increase of 65%, which is going to give us 1.65, right? If you find it difficult, use the same method as I did at the previous example. And our old amount in this case is 21.5. So to calculate new, we're going to take our factor 1.65 times, in this case, 21.5, which is going to give us, let's take a look, 35.475. And I think exercise 3c is going to be exactly the same kind of calculation. So try to do that for yourself. For now, I would also like to take a look at a percentage decrease. Take a look at the right box again, and you see in this case the formula is kind of the same, only our factor is going to change. With an increase it's always going to be more than 1. Well, if it's going to be a decrease, it's going to be between 0 and 1. So in this case 0.82, I know it's going to be a decrease. Let's take a look at exercise 10. It's a bit of a story, so read along if you want to. American sportswear is celebrating. The shop has been open for 12.5 years. Therefore, they're giving everybody a 12.5% discount. Stephanie buys a sweater that costs 138 euros before the discount. She pays with 2 100 euro notes. How much change does she get? So we're going to talk about a discount, right? And a discount means that in the end you're going to pay less than it originally was. So we know that we're talking about a percentage decrease. But first, in this kind of story, sometimes it is easy to note down what you know. The old price is stated is going to be 138 euros. What is our factor going to be? Well, it's talking about a 12.5% discount. So what I can do is I take 100 minus 12.5, which leaves us with 87.5%. And to calculate or to convert this to a factor, we're going to divide this by 100, and it's going to give us the multiplication factor of 0.875. Again, please use points. It's a bit of a bad habit of mine to use commas. So now we can calculate the new price, right? So we're going to take our factor 0.875 and do this times the old price, which is 138. Again, use your calculator. You don't have to do this mentally. This is going to give us a price of 120 euros and 75 cents. However, in this case we are not yet finished, because take a look at the question again. This states that Stephanie pays with 2 100 euro notes, and the final question is, how many change does she get? To calculate this, well, first she has 2 100 euro notes, so 2 times 100 gives us a total amount of 200 euros. So the change she's going to get is going to be the 200 euros minus the amount that she has to pay for the, let's say, a sweater, so 120 euros and 75 cents, which is the amount that she paid. And this is going to leave us with a final price. And never forget to write down, in this case, the euro sign, which is going to be the unit, in your final answer, right? Because it's going to cost you points otherwise. And if I've calculated this correctly mentally, this is going to leave us with 79 euros and 25 cents as the change that Stephanie gets back. Try to do the other exercise by yourself. If you're still in class, ask me questions right away or ask your neighbor, and we can take a look at any remaining questions that you can still have.